Here. So next thing that we're going to talk about is data loader. Data loader basically is a standalone application. Okay, it's a standalone application which can be installed on your desktop, and you can use it for data management activities. All right. So why would we use data loader? Because using data loader will help us do certain things which were not possible using that setup menu data management, right? You can use data loader for importing more records at a time, or you can also do it for use it for doing efficient exports and all. So I'll talk about why will we use data loader. First thing which we need to understand, that data loader is a different application which needs to be installed on your system before you can actually work on it. All right. So let's get started on the data loader thing. Data loader is a client application for the bulk import or export of data. That's number one. So it's a client application for the bulk import export. Data loader offers the following key features. So these are the features which are allowed by data loader. Let's understand what features we get from the data loader. An easy to use wizard interface for interactive use, right? So the wizard is easy to use, so that's fine. I mean, not a very big feature. Support for large files up to 5 million records. So data loader supports up to 5 million records. So larger files can be supported through data loader. However, our normal setup menu data management option supports only up to 50,000 records. Okay, so this 5 million records is pretty large number, and this is supported on the data loader. Data loader gives you drag and drop field mapping, which is again easy to use. Support for all objects including custom objects. So data loader supports import for all the objects. Okay. If you had noticed that the import option under our setup menu, we have import account, and then we have import solutions, and then we have import for one or two other objects, but we don't have import option available for all the objects. Data loader allows you to import everything, right? It can be opportunities, it can be cases, it can be campaigns, whatever. Okay. Detailed success and error log files in CSV format. Data loader provides a detailed success or error log file. Detailed success or error log means whenever you try to import some records, in case there are some records which are not imported because of the error, data loader gives you a detailed log saying that these are the records which were imported and these records could not be imported because of the error. So that makes our lives easier. A built-in CSV file viewer. Okay, data loader also gives you a built-in CSV file viewer. So that built-in CSV file viewer allows you to see the data, error log, success and error log files. Alright, so that is what our data loader helps us to do. Now let's go and see how to use data loader. So first thing that you will need to do here is, in order to use your data loader, the first thing that you will do is download the data loader and install it on your system. Okay, once you install it, so ideally, I'll show you. Wait. Yep. So first thing that you have to do, go to setup, then go to the data management. Under data management, click on data loader. Then it will ask you to download the data loader. You download it. It will give you the exe file. run that exe file and install it on your system. Once you have installed, it will get installed here. Yeah. So it will be an installed program on your system. Do you see this one? Something like this. All right. Now this is the installed application data loader which we are talking about. Now you just have to decide what you want to do. You want to insert some data, you want to update, you want to upsert, delete, export all, whatever you want to do. You just have to select that. Let me click on insert here. Okay. So when you try to insert some data, because this is a standalone application, it's a separate application, right? So it will ask you for the login ID password. Right? When you say insert or whatever you want to do, you just click on that, it will ask you for the login ID password. So in that, what you have to do, you have to put the login ID password of your Salesforce account, developer account. Okay, and then you will click on login. The moment you do this, it will say incorrect password. No matter, even if you put the right password, it will say incorrect password. Okay, the reason for that is security token. By logging into data loader, we need to supply the security token along with the password. Okay. So how do we get the security token? We will need to go to our Salesforce account, go to personal settings, my settings, personal, and say reset my security token. So once you do this, you will get the security token for your account. You have to click on reset my security token. Okay, once you click on this, Salesforce will send you the security token. When do we use the security token? I think we have discussed it earlier as well. See it here as well. When accessing Salesforce.com from outside of your company's trusted network, when you're trying to access Salesforce from the outside of trusted network, you must add a security token to your password. Okay, or desktop client, or while you are accessing through a desktop client such as Connect for Outlook, Connect Offline, this and Data Loader. So when you are logging into Salesforce from an external client or a desktop application, these are a few examples of the desktop application. Data Loader is one of them, right? So when you are logging into Salesforce from one of these, then at that point of time also you can use your security token, right? So you just have to come and click on reset security token. Your security token will be reset and it will be sent to your email ID. So let me fetch it from the email ID, the registered email ID. See, here is the security token that I have received just now. Okay, this is the security token. You have to take the security token, copy it, and while logging into data loader, after putting your password, just paste the complete security token. That's it. That is what you have to do. If you see in reset my security token, this is what they have instructed. Okay, if your password is this and your security token is this, you must enter password and security token together. That is what I have done. That's fine. Let me just click on login now and see if it considers, which means my actual password has a problem. Yeah. So login is successful now. Okay. Once you are logged in into data loading, it's all the same thing. You want to do an import, we clicked on import. What data you want to import? You want to import accounts, just go and browse the file which you want to import. Click on next. So the wizard is easy here. The interface that you see is easy to use. You can just create a map. So you have to map the fields. I've already selected the file. File will be CSV. Everything else is same. Whatever we did in the last session. The file needs to be in the CSV format and all. And here mapping is again simple. You just have to do some auto match. Not working, no problem. These are all the fields. At the top we have all the fields from Salesforce, and at the bottom we have all the fields from the CSV file, right? So you will just select the right files and drag them. Account name, fax, phone. So if you see, the interface is pretty user friendly. You don't have to drag through. In our previous session, what import option we did, we had to navigate through several screens and it was a little confusing. Here it's pretty simple. That's it. Field mapping is done. Once you're done with mapping all the fields, just go to OK. Click on next. Okay. Now it will ask you for a location where you want to save your success and error files. Okay. So this is the location or directory where your success and error files will be stored. So that's fine. Success and error files means CSV format files for the data which got imported and the data which could not be imported because of errors. Okay. So a big challenge with the previous import option that we did in our last session is that after the import it just gives you numbers. For example, think of it. If you are doing an import of let's say 1000 records, we are trying to import 1000 records. After the running that import thing, Salesforce gives you a message saying that out of 1700 got imported, 300 were not imported. Now, if it just gives you the numbers, then what will happen? Then your life becomes very difficult because you have to figure out which 300 were not imported or what was the error, right? If Salesforce just gives us a number saying that 700 were imported, 300 were not imported, then things become very complex. At the same time, if you get a separate CSV file for all those 700 records which were imported successfully and a separate CSV file for all the 300 records which were not imported, and along with that if you get to know what was the error, your life will become easier so that you can rectify those 300 records and try to import it again, right? So this directory which it is asking for, select the directory where your success and error files will be saved. So those files will be saved here. I have defined a directory here for this. Click on finish. See, the operation is fully completed. There were 4 successful inserts and 0 errors. Now the good thing is that it got done so quickly. The data loader is pretty fast. Did it very quickly. And you can also click on the success, see which all records were imported successfully. Now we do not have any errors, but if you had some records which were not imported because of the errors, it would have shown those also with the error message, right? So complete logs. And these success and error files which I am able to see from here, these are also saved in the directory which we defined, right? So in the log files we will get it. See, if you open the log files on an Excel spreadsheet, you can see all the success records and the error records. So these will be saved on your system, right? So the import process through data loader is very effective as compared to the previous one. So what happens is, in this import process, the first thing that you have is you can import any object, right? So while we started the import thing here, when you click on insert, you see all the objects are available for import, right? Whatever objects you have, everything you can import, opportunities and everything, right? Show all Salesforce objects, everything is available for import. See, which we do not have there. Second good thing is it can support bigger files till 5 million records. Third good thing is that the mapping section where you have to map the fields, that is a little more user friendly. Fourth good thing is the import process is faster here. The fifth good thing is that it gives you detailed logs. So all advantages of data loader. Alright. The only big challenge with the data loader is that you have to have this application installed on your system, and you have to have the security token along with you. Okay. So this is just to make sure that the right people are using data loader, people who actually have the access to use data loader, because data loader can make changes onto your data very fast. So for that reason they have put additional security into this, that you need a security token and you need to have this installed on your system and all, right? So by mistake also, if someone has stolen your password, cannot use data loader, right? Because it's a powerful tool, so that is the reason why they wanted this to be a little more secured. The usage should not be available to anyone, correct? If someone has got to know your password, cannot use the data loader, because for that he again needs the security token. then he needs to install it on the system. So that sort of thing. So it cannot be done, or it cannot be used very quickly or very easily. Alright. Clear on this? Anyone has any questions on this so far? Please let me know. Else we will move into the data export thing through data loader. Right. So let's see the data export. We just did import. Let's see the export. Okay. Same option here for data export. You can click on export and decide what data you want to export. Then you have to select a location. You have to select the location where you want to save the export file. So decide on the location. Where you want to save the export file. Let's say the desktop or wherever. Alright. And then click on next. Okay, so the file already exists. Click on this, click on next. Alright. So just change the name of the file, select the location. Now while exporting the data from here, you have the option of filtering the data and also selecting the fields that you want to export. So this is an option which we did not have there. The export process that we did in our last session did not have this option. So that is the thing. So big advantage for export is that you can filter the data and you can also select the fields that you want to export. So you can actually have the data that you require exported. You don't have to export the entire table. In the previous export option, what did we see? We just noticed that we have to export the entire table. Here you don't have to export the complete table. You can just select two fields, ID and name. Okay, and it automatically writes the SQL query here. So if you are not okay in the SQL part, just leave it, don't think about it. But so if you know SQL, you will see that it is automatically writing the SQL query. So if you want to put some condition, that also you can put. If you just want the data from a particular billing country or if that sort of thing, you can do that. So you don't have to export the complete data. Alright. And export, once you start this, it got only one record from there. That's fine. The other country is US. The moment you start export, you instantly get the export file also. Alright, so the big advantage with data loader for export is that you can decide on the fields that you want to export, you can put the filter, you can get the file exported straight away, instant download of the file you can receive, right? So unlike the previous option where we had to start the export process and then it says once the export is ready you will receive an email with the download link and then you will download and all that stuff. No lengthy process. Here it is pretty simple. Alright. Fine. So we clear on this? The data loader for import and export. There was a question which was asked by Chetan, which was can we, yeah, so I answered him actually, but for others also to know that it's yes. The answer is yes, you can download it as many times as you want. Fine.
Like we need to download it for like
sorry?
system. Like if I'm using a laptop for now and download the data loader here, and for the same instance, if I, that's what I'm assuming, for the same instance I'm using a desktop, I need to load that again because it's a standalone application, not embedded to Salesforce.
Same computer, same login, you want to download things 100 times, no one is going to stop you because this is download. Right?
No, I mean
so,
I'm talking about data loader.
For data loader only, I'm talking about data loader. Same computer, same system, or different instance, different computer, whatever. While you're downloading, no one is going to stop you. It's more like there is some, thing available on the internet which you want to download on your system. So you can download 100 times. There is no problem. You can install it only once, right, on the system. So that is it. So it's just giving you the exe file. So download option is just about the exe file. Now you have to install it. Installation will happen only once. Once you have installed, you cannot install it on the same computer second time, right? So there is no problem. I mean, the thing that we have to understand is they do not want to restrict data loader from anyone. Through developer edition, they are actually giving data loader, so that's fine. They want people to start using data loader. It's free of cost. It's an application that they are feeling that they are sharing. They want people to use it. But if you are working in a company, what you have to understand is whether you can install it on your own or not. That depends on the company settings and all, right? Sometimes the companies do not allow us to install our own applications and all. So if the company does not give it to you, you might not be able to use it, right? And why companies do not give data loader to their employees, to all of their employees? Because this data loader, because it's very fast, it can do good activities, it is a little risky also for the company from the security point of view, right? See, you can get the data with the filters and all those things, so that makes life a little difficult for the company management or someone if they start giving data loader to everyone. Got it? So that is the thing. For security reason, they have kept it as a separate application and they do not allow everyone. I mean, usually any company does not allow everyone to install a data loader and use it. So that is the thing. Clear? All right. Now there are few things which we will talk about. Data loader. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk is data loader for import. Let's quickly understand what are the advantages of data loader for import. So first advantage, supports all Salesforce objects, all objects including all standard, all custom. Right. Second, it supports up to 5 million records. All right. Third, So data loader supports up to 5 million records per import, right? So that is the second advantage. Third advantage, it's comparatively faster. That is something that we saw. It instantly does the import. Okay. It gives you success and error logs. So it provides you with the success and error logs. Right? So it's faster, gives you success and error logs. So these are the advantages of the data loader for import process. Can you think of any other advantage that I discussed? Yeah, and it is mapping is easy. Okay, now think of advantages of data loader for export. So advantages of data loader for export, number one, you can select the fields to export. Second, you can put filters. So you can select the fields to export, you can put the filters on the data that you are trying to export. Third big advantage is it gives you instant download, okay, of CSV file. So unlike the other data export option, you don't have to wait for the file to come, it will give it to you instantly. Faster, definitely it is faster. Apart from this, what are the other advantages for data loader for export? Sure, so instant download of the file, you can put the filters and then you can select the fields that you want to download and it's faster. And the other advantage that we have is export all is allowed. Now what is this export all? Export all is pretty simple. Export all means anyone wants to make a guess on what is this export all? What does that mean? Anyone? Quickly on the chat window. What do you think is export all? Any guesses on that? All data of the org, yeah. All data means all the tables or what? What does that all data mean? No. No. Export all means, answers are not correct. Export all means all the data which is in the table and which is in the recycle bin. All the data of the org, not all the data or not all the tables. One table, the data which is actually in the table and the one which is in the recycle bin. Soft deletes. Soft delete is something which is in the recycle bin, right? So if we want to export all the accounts, including the accounts which have been deleted or which are into the recycle bin, the soft deletes, that also can be done through your data loader. Got this? So that is what our data loader is all about. Clear on this part? Okay. So please let me know if you have any questions.